What's up, everybody? Christian Ballard, sports journalist here at Ballard Sports Media, coming at you with a video today doing my official and final mock draft for 2026 NFL draft. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. You know what to do. Love it, appreciate you guys. Let's get into it, and we're going to do the Draft Network mock draft machine. So, yeah, looking forward to it. I'm going to basically call this my final mock draft for 2026. Just going to do the first round. Want your feedback in the comments. Probably going to be some heat later on because I'm, maybe some certain picks, but I'm going to try to get what I like to do is the best available for that team. And most likely that's how I'm going to roll with this one, but we'll see. So continue. It'll let me. Yep. Okay. Select all teams, and I believe is there a team that's not picking in the first round? I'm not sure. Anyways, and this is without trades, by the way. You got to upgrade to trade, and I'm just not paying that. So let's do this mock. I could talk about trades, but not the expert and all that. But at the same time, it's like you know, it's so risky to mock a trade. So, but we are on the clock here at number one with, of course, the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's start the draft. 2 minutes to pick. Of course, each team in reality gets like 10 minutes, but they give you 2 minutes here. Anyway, with the first pick in the BSM 2026 NFL mock draft, I am going to give them Fernando Mendoza. I think no matter who is at number one, they need a quarterback 9 times out of 10. The Raiders desperately need a quarterback, and I think it's a good fit here, taking the Heisman winner and a national champion in Fernando Mendoza. He does everything well. He just he sets himself apart. It's not a very deep class at quarterback. I mean, you see guys listed here at Simpson, Nussmeier, Beck, Aller. They're all pretty good. Um, but it's not like you would take many guys like that in the first round. That being said, um, Jets are on the clock. I think this is where you shape the draft here with the New York Jets. David Bailey, Arvell Reese, Jeremiah Love. You go many different ways here. They have a couple different needs. Again, we're not trading for the Jets. We're not doing any trades, period, but we could go different ways here. I want to give him Arvell Reese, who plays linebacker and edge. That fills 2 voids on the roster. And he just got better as the season went on. From Ohio State, and he's 6'4", 241. He wins with pure speed. He's an off-ball linebacker. He's got good size, good strength, good hands. He can take on blocks between tackles. He does everything well when you need him to. A lot of people compare him to Abdul Carter. I guess I could see shades of that. Remember Abdul Carter last year before, I think, went top 5. So this is just another pure example of some of the defensive talent coming out of the Big Ten. So the Cardinals are on the clock here. They desperately need some pass rush. Also going to need a quarterback at some point, I'm sure. You could go many different ways here. I think I'm going to go bold, though. I think I'm going to give him a quarterback with Kyler Murray out of the picture. I think I want to give him my guy, Ty Simpson. Let him be the franchise guy. I think he is talented. He had some ups and downs this past year watching Alabama. He threw some picks. He costs. I don't want to say he necessarily costs us games. People want to point to the last game he played in the Rose Bowl against Indiana, but Indiana beat up everybody. What about what he was able to do against teams like Auburn, against Georgia the first time? Um, he's had his moments. Now, does he have some stuff to work on? Sure, but he's pure talent all the way around. Ty Simpson, man, is just he's something very special, I think, and um, it would not surprise me if he slips out of the first round, but it also wouldn't surprise me if he stays in the first round and goes somewhere. I think there is a big gap between Mendoza and Ty Simpson, but at the same time, if you need a quarterback in your Arizona, which you do, why would you not? Why would you not take that chance and just go ahead and get him? So there's that. Okay, I know exactly what I'm doing here. You haven't had a guy off the board at running back for the Tennessee Titans that was worth anything since Derrick Henry left you. Give me Jeremiah Love. I want to double check though. Is that the biggest need? Yeah, it pretty much is. Give me Jeremiah Love. Okay, the New York Giants are on the clock, and gosh, I don't know where to go with the Giants really. I mean, there's a couple different ways the Giants could go. They need linebacker help. They need receiver, running back, corner. Uh, corner, tight end, wide receiver. I'd give them a receiver, or do we go linebacker here and go Sonny Styles? Sonny Styles is pretty good. 6'5", 244, 6 overall player in the draft. We're here at what number 5? Pro Bowl caliber type, former safety. He transitioned to linebacker, can play corner. He can play basically. Here's the thing about Sonny Styles is he's going to be a guy that can play any position on defense almost, outside of like D tackle. The Giants need help all the way around. I think, especially within the secondary and linebacker core. Give me Sonny Styles. The Browns on the clock. Who's going to Cleveland? Um, David Bailey is still there. I don't think they need a quarterback. I think they got that figured out with Dylan Gabriel. The Cleveland Browns do. Um, wide receiver, they need a weapon. They also need an offensive tackle. I have heard nothing but complaints on Twitter from Browns fans about we need to fix the O line, we need to fix this, we need to fix that. Give me Francis Mauigoa from Miami to help be an anchor and protect Dylan Gabriel. David Bailey is slipping, but the Commanders on the clock. Not even sure what they need 100% though. Edge, wide receiver. Yeah, we can give him David Bailey. We give him David Bailey. No problem. No problem. New Orleans Saints, wide receiver or edge. Corner is a need as well. I think I might surprise y'all here and help their secondary. They desperately need a receiver and pass rush. Um, the best available is still Caleb Downs on the board here at number 8. He's got to go in the top 10 somewhere. Why not put him in New Orleans, man? Help the secondary out a little bit, give you some depth. He plays safety. He can play corner too, but for the Saints, man, it's like you you kind of want to see what they end up doing. They need edge, corner, guard, linebacker. They need a lot of help on defense. They don't really need a safety specifically, but a guy that could play anywhere on defense. Caleb Downs was kind of that guy at Alabama. He kind of did that at Ohio State at times too. I like it. All right, the Chiefs. What do they need? Running back? Definitely not a quarterback. They need edge, offensive tackle. God, they've needed that. Who's next? Spencer Fano of Utah, Caden Proctor of Alabama. I really do like Caden Proctor though. He's a former 5-star, was committed to Iowa, then Alabama, then back to Iowa, then he signed with Alabama. Um, he's tough. He's an anchor for our O line, and he did a lot of things well. He blocked really good. Can be a blindside block for Patrick Mahomes. I think I could go Caden Proctor here. Cincinnati Bengals. Oh yeah, I'm sticking to what I had before. I think Dylan Thieneman um to fill a hole at safety. I think would work. So the Dolphins. Hmm. What do we do with the Dolphins? Quinn Ewers at quarterback now. I mean, you might could take one on day 3 if you find somebody just for depth. I mean, Tua's in Atlanta now. I'll give them a wide receiver. Jalen Waddle's gone, so they got to fill that hole. I'm gonna give them Jordan Tyson out of Arizona State. I like him. He's gonna be our first receiver off the board. He's very fast, good size, good hands, great route runner. All right, the Cowboys are up. What do they need? Edge, corner, defensive line. I don't know why, but I feel like it's a good fit for Peter Woods to be in a Dallas uniform for Clemson. Um, Former 5-star. He can slip through the tackles, get off his blocks well. He does everything that you ask him to do as a defensive tackle. They need pass rush desperately in Dallas, I believe. Edge, defensive line, linebacker, as many guys you can fill holes as possible there. I think to start in this draft, you got to start with a big guy, and Peter Woods is him. Okay. Los Angeles Rams. They need a wide receiver. They need interior offensive line. Spencer Fano, or do they go wide receiver? I could give them Carnell Tate. I'm going to take it the Ravens need like safety or something. I haven't even looked. I'm not sure, but let's see what where we at? Oh, Baltimore. Yeah, corner, wide receiver, line. Spencer Fano. Buccaneers here desperately need a tight end or pass rush, one of the two. Um, we need corner as well. Someone took Kenyon Sadiq the other day in a mock draft. I like the pick, but if a guy like this is here, man, I want pass rush. I want defensive help in the first round. Give me Ruben Bain. Ruben Bain's a beast, man. Especially in the playoffs, I thought he broke out pretty good. You know, Jets already took defense. Oh, hold on. They took Arvell Reese. They need a quarterback. Um, desperately need a quarterback. My gosh, is there anyone? that would be worth taking. We took Ty and we took Mendoza. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would save a quarterback for day two and go wide receiver here. I'm taking Makai Lemon of USC. So back to back Big Ten players there for the Jets. Up next are the Lions. That's when I take a reach here and go for Keldrick Falk. Yeah, for sure. I'd take Keldrick Falk. He's fast off the edge, gets after the run game, gets after the quarterback. Really good in the backfield to stop the run, which is something that I feel like the Lions have been missing for a hot minute. Defense has been kind of killing them when trying to get to the playoffs. Or I think one year they had made a wild card or came close. This will help them on Thanksgiving too. I can feel it. I can feel it. Okay. Minnesota Vikings up next at where are we at? 16? No, 18. What do they need? Corner and safety. Mansour Delane. Panthers. Do you help Bryce Young? Do you help your defense? They need safety, I think. Tight end and safety. Okay. Kenyon Sadiq is still on the board. Could you go safety? Could you go interior line? It's kind of a need. They got some big guys though on that O line. That's the only thing. Akeem Messidor might just give me Kenyon Sadiq. Ola Vega Ione from Penn State will go much higher than this, I promise. I just must have missed it on somewhere. Let me see. Corner. Uh no, I want to take a corner. And go edge. That's where I'm taking Akeem Messidor here with the second pick for the Cowboys. They go back to back ACC defensive players. Peter Woods earlier at 12, and now at 20, I'm going to give him Messidor from Miami. Steelers. Oh gosh, what do we do with the Steelers? Please tell me they need like interior line. Yeah, Olaf Vega Ione from Penn State. I'll go O line for the Chargers. I would invest in Justin Herbert a little bit more, help him out. I'm gonna give him. I like Monroe Freeling from Georgia. Okay, what do the Eagles need? Edge, tackle. Did they? Well, yeah. Did they have like Lane Johnson or whoever? Someone just retired from the O line. Let's fill that hole with Blake Miller from Clemson. Browns. Francis Mauigoa we went with. They need a weapon. They haven't had a weapon in a minute. They used to have all the receivers, man. When Baker Mayfield was there. Omar Cooper Jr. Yeah, Let's go. Big time playmaker there for Dylan Gabriel to work with. Look, they took Indiana and Miami players there. That's interesting. Took some national champions, or at least a runner up and a champion. Okay, Chicago. Edge, offense tackle, D line. Oh, Cassius Howell. I haven't heard too much about him. I hear he's good though. A little undersized, but he's fast. He gets off his blocks well. I'll go Cassius Howell. So, and again, this is my final round one mock. I'm gonna go for the Bills. What do they need? Safety? No. Linebacker? Not quite. Wide receiver? Edge? We took all the good ones, I think. Casey Concepcion? Oh, I do like him. Um, he's a former 5-star, wasn't he? Wasn't he part of that big class? I think so. I could give Josh Allen a weapon here. I don't think they'll do it, but I would if I was them. All right, 49ers. Brock Purdy in that. Offensive tackle, edge, wide receiver. Caleb Lamo is pretty good. He's sliding in this draft. He's got to get off the board. Give me Caleb Lamo of Utah. Houston Texans, CJ Stroud at quarterback, Will Anderson on defense. Do need a defensive tackle. I like Caleb Banks of Florida. I know we rip on Florida over here a little bit, like they just not a good program or anything, which is true. But still, I mean, they still got a little bit of talent. Third overall defensive tackle. He is available here. 6'6", 327. He's just got a bunch of I think he's got potential, and I think that he's got good size too. He's going to be an anchor for that defensive line. Will Anderson off the edge, put another SEC guy and Caleb Banks from Florida out there with him. And then the Chiefs, which I believe we just picked for them. What did we do? Caden Proctor. Uh, we go corner or edge here. Jermon McCoy and TJ Parker's pretty good from Clemson. I don't know why people are so low on a guy like that though. And does he just is it I've watched him play and he's really good to get after the run game and stop the run. That's something the Chiefs are missing. I would take a chance here. And then the Dolphins again. Uh, Jordan Tyson we took. They need a corner. I would go Jamal McCoy. The Patriots, like I say, with the Super Bowl runner up, usually is like for me, if you could pick one player that'll just get you further, that would help. They do need a weapon. They need a linebacker. Could we go? I like CJ Allen from Georgia. He loves to get the football. He loves to get after the run game. He takes his time sometimes, but when he does get tackles, and gets going, he does a pretty solid job. I'll roll with him. And then the Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks, need a corner, an edge, a running back. Kenneth Walker's coming back, though, I think. Mm, about interior lineman. Nah. What else y'all need? What's up with this Chris Johnson guy? Third corner, 6 foot 193. Winning starter, but round two. I mean, we're at the end of round one here. He's good at man to man, good footwork, versatility. He just can't give up the explosive plays, but if that's something he works on, and it wouldn't kill him to take a chance here. We'll take Chris Johnson. There you go. Our first round official mock in the books here at Ballard Sports Media. It's here. It's up. It's good. Kinda. I don't know. I'll probably get some heat. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Where did I make the wrong moves at? It's harder to predict as you go down the board. So it's harder to predict as you go down the board. Anyways, that's going to do it. Love you guys. Jesus loves you. Keep your head up. God bless. And we'll see you next time here at BSM. Can't wait for the draft.